Yaman has won the hearts of millions, and his career continues to shine despite the challenges he faces. His presence, initially on Turkish television with Early Bird and Dolunay, has led him to become a global star, echoing from Albania to Brazil, from Italy to Mexico. His performance has shown that the Turkish TV series industry can be an international brand, a sign that his talent goes beyond borders. Yet his true strength lies in his connection to his Turkish roots. There is nothing more powerful than staying true to your origins, and it is not always necessary to fly far to achieve success. Although Italy taught him much, such as a new language and the international rigor of production, his roots remain in Turkey. This is where Yaman's heart beats the strongest, and it would be wise not to stray too far from this foundation while exploring new opportunities. Every choice must be weighed, each new path bringing with it the risk of facing unforeseen challenges. But his resilience pushes him to bounce back every time, not seeing difficulties as defeats, but as necessary steps in his journey. International fame could broaden his horizon, but Yaman's true strength remains in Turkey, where his love for his homeland is unmatched. His roots are what make him unique, and if he manages to balance global success with his Turkish heart, he can soar high, free both at home and abroad. It is not easy to maintain balance in a rapidly changing world, but his determination, the trust of his fans, and his ability to keep his compass steady will surely lead him to new heights. The lesson that emerges, and that Yaman seems to embody, is that sometimes it is better to lose in order to learn. Because what is gained through personal growth and experience is far more valuable than any immediate success. Demet Özdemir is undoubtedly one of the most beloved and admired Turkish actresses, both in Turkey and internationally. Her career in the entertainment world has been marked by overwhelming successes and memorable characters. However, like many renowned actors, her personal life has constantly been a topic of debate and speculation. On social media, comments about her relationship with Yaman, as well as her love life in general, keep flooding in, reflecting both admiration and criticism of her public image. Some, as seen in followers' comments, seem to think that Demet has been one of the few people who has truly stood by him, offering him her unconditional love even when Khan's life seemed to take unexpected turns. In this sense, their relationship was in many ways a constant topic of attention for the media and fans. Many voices on social media, like those mentioning that Demet is the only one who has always loved him, reflect a view of her as the person who understood Khan at moments when others could have let him go. It is clear that there is a support base that sees in Demet a strong woman capable of offering emotional stability, something that seems to have been a desire in Khan's life. However, there are also criticisms and doubts about the situation between them, especially when some followers question Khan's fidelity and the choices he makes in his life. An interesting comment that stands out is from a follower who says, if he were to marry, who knows if he would be faithful, referring to Khan's lifestyle and his known relationship with fun and freedom. In this sense, it can be thought that Demet, despite her love, may have never been the sole priority in Khan's life, and this may have caused some strain in their relationship. Sometimes the expectation of commitment from fans and the media can be overwhelming, and although Demet has proven to be a compassionate and loyal person, love is not always enough when external circumstances affect the dynamics of a couple. Beyond the criticisms, it is also possible to see Demet as a woman who has managed to stay true to herself and her principles without being swayed by the pressures of the entertainment world. Despite the constant attention she receives, Demet does not seem to be the type of person who is affected by others' judgments. In followers' comments, there are those who highlight Demet's authenticity, mentioning that although others might interpret her as naive, the truth is that her ability to stand firm in her beliefs is admirable. In followers' comments, there are those who highlight Demet's authenticity, mentioning that although others might interpret her as naive, the truth is that her ability to stand firm in her beliefs is admirable. For many people, Demet represents the woman who fights for what she believes in, who does not let others influence her and who remains loyal to her own truth, even when it means making tough decisions. However, there are also those who criticize her, not only for her relationship with Khan, but also for the decisions she has made in her personal life. Some comments, such as those mentioning that she had a relationship with Can and now is with Özge Gürel, suggest a kind of rivalry or conflict between the women around her, especially when comparisons between her relationships and the loyalty Demet has shown towards her ex-partner come to light. Özge Gürel's presence in Can's life, even after his separation from Demet, is a topic that continues to generate speculation and, for some, represents a contradiction in Demet's intentions. One of the most critical observations is about Demet's public image. Many of her followers see her as a woman who seems to keep a smile despite adversity, which can be interpreted as a sign of strength but also as a facade to hide the pains or insecurities she faces in her personal life. However, it is important to note that although the comments may seem harsh, the criticisms also stem from admiration for her work and her bravery in moving forward despite challenges. Her life, like that of many public figures, is under constant scrutiny, and people tend to project their own expectations onto her happiness and well-being. The truth is that Demet, like any human being, has the right to live her life the way she chooses. Sometimes, others' expectations can be overwhelming, especially when it comes to such a famous person who constantly faces public comments about her love life. However, what followers seem to forget is that despite her fame, Demet remains a woman with emotions, feelings, and desires of her own. The fact that she has faced the challenges of her relationship with Yaman with dignity and grace shows an admirable inner strength.